Yeah, with the boom 300 index on the daily time frame, you can see how this daily push is. And looking at the daily push, let's scale into the lower time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, after the drop that came, okay, on this pair, you can see the daily bearish move that came. So looking at this move, okay, what we're expecting is what we're expecting, a corrective pattern to come inside, whereby you can capitalize for another push to the downside. So this on the 1 hour time frame, on the boom 300 index, this how you'll be waiting. Okay, so we mark our swing high here, which is the daily high, and we target this low. Okay, so what are our expectations on the boom 300 index? We're expecting a corrective pattern. Okay, let the market correct. Okay, something like this. Let's give a correction to around this area, then we capitalize for a drop to this low. So this is how we are waiting when we are expecting this to form for us. And also use the Fibonacci as what, as a confirmation to us, well, whereby we want price to reach our what, golden ratio. Okay, guys, around this area. So this will clearly give us a nice confirmation that what, we are ready to short the market. So this is our overview for the boom 300 index. So let's get into the next pair, that's boom 500. Okay, so on the boom 500, so you can see we have a what, let's check this on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour push, you can see this market came to this low, okay, to have what we called what, a double button. Then you had a push up, clearing this high. This market is actually in a massive downtrend now. On the daily time frame, you can see how this daily pushing decisive candle. So what's your expectation now? Looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we expect what, after filling this imbalance, there's a level of imbalance. After this candle filling it, we are expecting something like this for this pair, which is similar to the boom what, the boom 300 index that we just analyzed. So over here you can see we have touches like this, okay, on this pair, okay, which looks so good around here. Okay, then we have our low also, okay, this low. Okay, so good. So this is our daily what, high. So what our intraday trading are we expecting? We're expecting price to drop to this low. Okay, so our expectation also is similar. So over here with this pair, we have to wait for what, a better correction. Okay, which also the Fibo confirmation than another drop. It is very simple also to confirm a nice impulse, a creative structure, the next impulse. We want this price, okay, to clear what we call the double pattern that has been created here. There are more with liquidity to grab, so we expect a corrective pattern, then what we drop. Okay, it's very simple. So let's go to the boom 600 index. Okay, so on the boom 600 index, let's check on the daily time frame for more clarity. So looking at this pair now, okay, you can see that this market is actually pushing down. Okay, but we are approaching a daily high, which is around here on daily high. Okay, so this daily high is major key. We are expecting this market to clear this high, then we can what, capitalize on what, a very good what, massive reversal to the downside. Okay, yes, so we want something like this. Let's draw good. So you see how we are what, contracting this after this impulse, so we can have a correction and the next impulse. So let's check this on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, this looks so beautiful. And pay attention here, you can see how we are clearing this high around here. It's a major key. So what, there is what, an exhaustion of what, buys. Okay, so you can see the market pause, but we are what, we are drafting. Okay, we are drifting to the upside by what, not that massive impulsive move. So looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, this clearly gives us a confirmation that what, we will definitely clear this high. Okay, which will give us what, our first touch, second touch, a third touch, which is going to be very beautiful reversal. So this market actually will give us a very good sell, okay, in the what, in the subsequent days that are coming. Okay, so it is very key. It's very key Very, very key. Let's pay attention over here. So looking at this pattern now, okay, we can draw with an ascending channel here, okay, in order for us to hold this trend line. Okay, so this is very good. So what's our expectation now? Over here on the currently on the what boom 600 index, we want to see more what push like this before what we clear this high, then we drop to the downside. This is very beautiful. Over here on this pair, if this market is actually going to drop to the downside at this market with a double top formation forming here, we want to see a massive drop here to clear this low, okay, whereby this part will be a footprint, okay, then this corrective pattern will come and confirm this footprint, then we drop. This is going to be so beautiful, whereby with the Fibo over here we will be at our golden ratio. This is very key. This is very simple, so you can take a screenshot of this for the boom 600. Let's go to the boom 900 index. So on the boom 900 index too, I'm coming, ladies and gentlemen, let me filter my toolbox well. So this is on the boom 900 index. Let's check on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see this market we actually going to push to the upside, okay, but we want to clear a major low around here. Okay, so looking at this on the daily time frame, this low is what we're expecting for price to clear, then later we can resume to the upside. Okay, so let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see how what market is drifting to the downside a bit, but have a daily push to the upside. Okay, so this market actually, what our expectation is what is either what we drop to clear this low, go for a good buy, or alternatively, okay, this market will push the upside, clear this low, okay, then we drop to clear this, then later we push up. So this is very simple. So over here on this pair, okay, we are actually waiting for price formation. Either we clear here or we clear this high, then we drop. Okay, so on the boom 900 index, you are watching this market carefully, okay, how we are going to react. Let me filter mine. Good. So you are going to see, or we are watching how we are going to clear. Okay, I see like a little drop over here, then a push up. We clear this area. Okay, clearing this area is going to be a key factor, okay, for us to drop to the downside. Okay, so let's check for the boom 1000 index. So on the boom 1000 index, yeah, so boom 1000 index is actually drifting to the downside. Okay, so on the 4-hour you can see how this market is actually creating series of what lower lows and lower highs. It's very simple. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see how we are there is a candlestick formations forming around here. Let's go to the one of more clarity. Okay, so this pair we are waiting for the more push to the downside, okay, but this doesn't confirm what the resuming of the sales. We want more push up, okay, then the drop. This is going to be very beautiful. Or we have to clear high, a massive to clear this high, then we drop. This is so beautiful, whereby it can be in a form of what you see how this high is, okay, clear high, a massive high like this, okay, then we drop to the downside. So this is how we are watching for the boom 1000 index. It's very simple. This could be forex trading community. If you like how we analyze our market, how we take our investments, you are welcome to join our community. Also, you can check inside the description. You can follow all of our you can follow the links that will lead you to all of our various channels, okay, on our social media platforms. Okay, so back to the crash 300 index. With the crash 300 index, this market is on an uptrend. Okay, very beautiful, very beautiful. Looking at this impulse, a sharp move impulse, a very nice buy move. So over here this market is printing a very good buy. Okay, so we will be waiting, okay, for the resuming. Okay, this is a retest of this breakout, so we are waiting to capitalize on a very good buy. Okay, so this market, there's more clarity here when you watch it on the lower time frame. So we are waiting, okay, we are waiting for a very nice resume of the buy around this area on this pair. We can also use the Fibonacci as a confirmation over here. After this impulse, use the Fibo, your golden ratio, then we resume to push this market to the upside. Okay, it's very beautiful. Then also on the crash 500 index, crash 500 index here, also this market also looks so brilliant. Okay, so with this pair we actually want to clear this low. Okay, let's market what. So we want a sell drop, then a good buy, then we go to the upside. This also is going to look very beautiful for this pair. Now let's check on the crash 600 index. So with our crash 600 index also, this market also is giving us a series of push. Let's check the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, you can see how this market is pushing to the upside, but not that quite impossibly to the upside. Okay, so let's check the daily time frame for more clarity. Okay, good. So on the daily time frame, you can see how this daily momentum candle is. We want a sell drop, which is going to be a corrective pattern on the lower time frame, then resume what a very good buy move. Okay, so we want a corrective pattern to at least using the Fibo. Okay, at least. So if we don't know where the corrective pattern is going to end, the help of the Fibo around this area. Okay, so let's wait for what a market pause that would drop a little bit to the downside to around the 50-61 ratio. Then we'll wait for what a good buy. Okay, for this pair. That's good. So let's check for crash 900 index. Okay, so on the crash 900 index, this market also is pushing up, and anytime you see push like this, all what you have to do is to wait for the corrective pattern. Okay, whenever you see there is a break in, wait for a break out, then you want to resume. So over here, this push, we are not going for any move now. We wait for the correction, then we go forward a buy. This is very simple. So on the crash 1000 index too, let's check on the crash 1000 index. Let's go crash 1000 index. So on the crash 1000 index, ladies and gentlemen, this market is dropping to the downside. Let's check this on the 4-hour time frame. This market needs to clear a very important low before we can go for the buy around here. Okay, so now what we are expecting is, well, let's go forward more sales. So on the 1-hour time frame now, there is a low that this market needs to clear before we resume to the upside. Okay, so over here, what's our expectation? Let's go to the lower time frame. We want to see something like a buy. Okay, on the lower time frame, a short. So this market should be in a form of like this. We have a drop, a drop. Let's wait for a correction. Then what we drop, sell to clear this low. Then we can what capitalize or not. Another what buy move. Then we push to the upside. That's very simple. So these are sometimes we analyze our market this for just the boom and crash market. And if you are new to our community, you are highly welcome to the Kobe Forex Trading community, and we'll be updating those in our inner cycle, those taking part in our training mentorship. We will update them in all of our major pairs that we watch for the week. So this is simple. This is how we make our analysis. Our analysis is actually comprises of so many methods of trading. So we are dynamic traders whereby we don't follow static rules. Okay, we just read the market, the language of the market, and what we interpret it, and we go in for investment. So this is very simple, and I'll end this video for now. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.